Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins that we are hunting through. We're looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally the two commemoratives we still need to find. Commonwealth Games, Northern Ireland and Scotland. Tricky coins to find, Commonwealth Games, but we have found one fairly recently, so they are still out there. We are otherwise complete with the rest of the commemoratives. There is a slot at the end for the 2021 definitive Britannia. But because they have been minted for circulation, they just don't seem to have entered circulation so far. So we'll keep hunting till we find one, but let's get into this bag, see what we find. Right then, into bag number 1. So that is the technology design, the definitive design up to 2015. There are some years it's lower minted than others, just not low enough that I think they're worth keeping. This is our first commemorative. It's Brunel's Achievements, the Archers at Paddington Station. It's a fairly common coin, one of two Brunel £2 coins that are out and about to be found. But again, one you shouldn't have too much of an issue getting your hands on. But as I keep saying, we're getting to that point of the book where getting the last few coins is going to feel like a bit of a task, but I'm determined we will get at least up to the Northern Ireland. Then we've got VE Day Anniversary, the most common circulating commemorative £2 coin. We do have some counters tracking how many coins of specific designs we have found, so things like common coins like that VE Day Anniversary, uncommon ones like the Navy Centenary and Commonwealth Games. It's just out of interest to see how many we find over the course of filling the book, because obviously all the VE Day Anniversaries I don't keep them all to keep a tally to count up at the end. Got the Act of Union there. We'll check for the rotation error because apparently that exists, but not on that one. So that's pretty cool. Obviously we've had a new £2 coin released very recently. Ada Lovelace, British mathematician. Well, we've got the Army Centenary. So check for rotation error, which doesn't have. Age inscription, king and country. That is how it should be. Fairly common coin you'll come across. What do we think about the Ada Lovelace coin? Well, that's fine. I think it's great. There's another female scientist in the what's it called? Innovations of Science series. Obviously, we've had Rosalind Franklin early doors, so it's good to get a bit of female representation in that series. I still think it's a real shame that it moved from the 50p to the £2 coin. Now, I love £2 coins. They are my favourite silver proofs. I think that the way that the gold-plated outer and the silver-proof inner really pop, make it look gorgeous. Oh, there's a very nice Charles Dickens, another very common coin. But it does feel a bit weird that some of the series has come out on 50p's and some of them are now coming out on, the rest of them are coming out on £2 coins now. I don't know whether we're going to get a few years of £2 coins and then move to the £5 coin. It's very weird. We're not quite sure exactly why that's the case. I have my personal theory. I think it's because 50p's are much more popular coins for collectors to buy. They decided to take a very popular series on a 50p and move it to £2 to get people to buy £2. VE Day Anniversary again. Obviously the whole Innovation and Science series is a series of coins that did not get put into circulation, which is a real shame because we've had some lovely designs honouring some great British pioneers in scientific fields, and it'd be great to have them out in circulation, especially that Stephen Hawking 50p. I think that's a beautiful design. We've got Abolition of the Slave Trade there, very common coin. But no, Charles Dickens again. I must admit, there are elements of the Ada Lovelace £2 coin I like. What I must admit I'm not too much of a fan on is that there are 3 different orientations of the text on the coin, and they use different fonts as well. It all looks a bit higgledy-piggledy. There might be a rationale in the design process as to why that's been done. I don't know what that would be, but it could make sense in the story of Ada Lovelace why. Maybe is it a mathematical thing? Oh, that's a nice one. Our first one over face value as well, the Golden Guinea. Not massively so, but better than a poke in the eye for sure. There's the second Brunel £2 coin, Brunel's portrait, making that little 2 Brunel coin set complete. So yeah, there might be a rationale as to why. Otherwise it just, from an outsider to the design process, feels like a coin made by committee. One committee wanted vertical text, one committee wanted horizontal, another committee wanted this font used, and another part of the committee wanted another part of the font, a different font. So they've all compromised and put all 3 fonts and all 3 orientations. This is very weird. There's a VE Day anniversary again. But no, I have read into the Royal Mint's releases about the design and behind the scenes bits, but there's no sort of reference to that, so I don't know whether it was a conscious choice and why that would be the conscious choice. Army Centenary, no rotation error, King and Country, as it should be. Oh, okay, Lord Kitchener. Now this is a very common coin, but there's a variant of this to look for, one that's got a slight change. On the obverse, the head side, it should say £2 at the bottom, which on this one it does. If you find one that doesn't say £2 here, specifically Lord Kitchener, that is the mule error. So they've used the die, well they've used the wrong obverse die for the reverse die used, basically. So the heads is right, the tails is correct, or the tails is right and the heads is correct, depending on your philosophy, I guess. Apparently the monarch side of the coin is always right, given their divine right. So yeah, one's right, one's wrong. If you find one with the mishmash, then holy Toledo, that is a good coin to find. So yeah, Ada Lovelace, I don't mind it. I'm looking forward to it. Of course I bought it because I'm a mug and I can't say no anymore. But I'm looking forward to having it in my hand and seeing it. Oh, there's a Lord Kitchener again. Again, says £2 at the bottom, so that is as it should be. Very uncommon ones. I think I've only ever seen 3 of them. So they would be unbelievably rare coins to come across. Right, that is Jodie Clark's 5th portrait of the Queen, meaning this was minted from 2015 and onwards. We know that this will either be a Britannia, which are quite exciting coins, or it will be a commemorative. So that is another Army Centenary, so not as exciting. King and Country, pop that there. But yeah, I must admit, I was hoping there's a chance that the Ada Lovelace £2 coin could be put into circulation, purely because we've got a new king, new portrait, the obverse of coins. I would have thought there would be quite the well, not the ambition, but the desire to get some King Charles III coins of all denominations out and about into circulation, given that that is one of the key moments in the changeover of a monarchy. So maybe we'll get some fairly soon. Right, we're zooming in because we're doing an edge hunt. If the edge inscription of a £2 coin says "Standing on the Shoulders of Giants," we know that's a technology design because the edge inscriptions are unique to each design. This third one down says King and Country. It should be Army Centenary, which sadly it is, because if you get a Shakespeare Tragedies with King for King and Country as the edge inscription, that's quite an interesting error to have. Right, any more for any more? Don't think so. We'll just double check. That's a gross one. Yuck. You don't want to think about why that coin is so dirty. I mean, all coins are filthy. You think of all the hands they go through, what those other hands might have been up to prior to touching them. Coins that have been on the floor, kicked about, buried and dug up, whatever it is. Coins are filthy. Right, Shakespeare's Tragedies, the one of the 3 Shakespeare £2 coins, middle of the road, not the rarest, not the most common. Edge inscription reads, "What a piece of work is a man," which is exactly how that coin should appear, unfortunately. We have found the one Shakespeare edge inscription error £2 coin in the past, but it's been a long, long time since that. There is Charles Dickens again, which will pop down with the rest of them. Some okay coins so far. We've got 4 bags left. You never know, those Commonwealth games, they could be in any bag, could be in the last bag, could be in the first bag. We might not get any. We're probably not going to get any, but positive attitude. We need to manifest an amazing find and get us one step closer to finishing the best. As I keep saying, I would be overwhelmed at any Commonwealth games find, because they're being the rarest commemorative £2 coins out there, or amongst the rarest. that'd be amazing. But that Northern Ireland would be a great one to tick off and not have just the rarest coin left for the book. Okay, another army centenary. There's no rotation error for king and country. That one is perfectly fine. As are those three. Not quite a case of the delete, because we did find one coin. Penultimate bag. I will in a moment go through the coins off to the side looking for any errors I might have missed, things like rotation errors. So if you take the coin, date at the bottom, £2 at the top, rotate it 180 degrees, the Queen should be facing to the right, naturally King Charles III facing to the left. But if we do find a rotation error, that'd be quite nice. They turn up every now and again, as do the double die obverses, where it looks like there's doubling of the text. Usually found on the obverse of the coin. But links as ever in the description of this video. Ooh, something's just fallen over. There's another VE Day anniversary. As I was saying though, before I was rudely interrupted, links are in the description to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come over and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO Box address you can write into, and of course the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, who I work for as my day job making videos for them, so please do check that out as well. Now I'm going to check through those coins off to the side, as I said, looking for any errors. So no real errors, but one intriguing oddity, and I was a bit intrigued. I was rather intrigued by this. So it looks fairly normal, doesn't it? But if we look at that, is it this side? I can't remember which side it is now. It's just a little bit poking out. As you can see just there. That's a better review of it. And because that should be flush to the coin, whereas there is a little bit of a lip there. I thought, oh, maybe that's a loose one. Maybe I could give it a bit of a push, but no. But it's still firmly in place, so it's just it's been knocked, or someone has knocked it a little bit. So it was kind of interesting, but yeah, not too exciting. It could have just been bent out in circulation, bashed with something heavy or whatever. So not putting my retirement plans on a slightly poking out inner part of the coin, but there we go. Our star finds I would pick one of these two, but as ever, let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's video is, and all it leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!